Hey guys, so I just wanted to firstly apologise for not uploading for 2 weeks. I went to a footy game and my team lost and I was really upset. So I'm a West Coast Eagles supporter, so my subscribers have just gone down. So no, anyways, I'm a West Coast Eagles supporter, which is like Australian footy. And yeah, I went to their game 2 weeks ago and we lost and I was really upset, but I'm a very passionate supporter and I'm screaming, yelling, cheering, like every mark, every setback, everything in that whole game. I was on it and I lost my voice completely for a whole entire week. So it's still a little bit like croaky and husky, but it's getting there, which is good. Anyways, that is the reason I haven't uploaded for a few weeks. Besides that, I have not been feeling 100% confident to come and video with you guys, but I'm back and I will not let you guys down. Like, yeah, 2 weeks is the maximum you'll ever not hear from me, so I do apologize. Gonna start off with a little cheeky fragrance thing. So I'm actually wearing fragrance Black Opium by Yves Saint Laurent. There's a very nice, sweet, very girly fragrance. So for me, that's very unusual. But I am feeling very cozy. Like I got my jumper on. I'm like rugged up on the couch with a blankie. So it is really cold at the moment in Perth. So yeah, and I do have the TV on. I've just watched this awesome Netflix movie. I think it's called like Fall in Love, and it's about like this girl like wins an inn and then she also falls in love. So it's kind of cool. I love those movies. Those types of movies are great. Anyways, I'm totally rambling. The video that I wanted to do today is something like I never thought I would do. I never thought I would talk about a video like this. So I wanted to talk about journaling. So I have this awesome like hardcover journal and I bought it a couple of weeks ago. And I think the reason I bought it was I have ADD. Like I'm sure a lot of people with mental health problems also can sometimes find out they have ADD, and it's an adult version. So you'll also notice that when my talking goes really super fast and you're like, what is she saying? And that is because I have ADD. And it's not a bad thing. It's just I find it really hard to string sentences together sometimes, and I have a really terrible memory, and I do try my hardest to remember, but sometimes words are in my head, some of them come out of my mouth and the rest of them are gone. So it's very frustrating. But my amazing psychologist gave me an idea of journaling, and he kind of recommended journaling for a different reason. So with a lot of the traumatic events that have happened in my life, I've had quite a few really significant ones this year that really completely changed my life in a lot of ways. And basically he told me that if you write all these traumatic events out, and I was like, whoa, I don't want to remember them. And he's like, no. You write them out because it gets them out of that real evasive part of your brain that just like remembers stuff and the part that PTSD is like associated with. So the repetitive thoughts about it, the traumatic like flashbacks, things like that. And he said, if you write them down, the more you write them down every time you think about them, the more they're going to come out of your head onto the paper, and you're not going to have to remember them because your brain is associating certain feelings in your life. So if I see a color red, it associates with the traumatic event. If I see a car that's crumbled, it's associated with that traumatic event. If I see someone unconscious, it just your brain just tries to feed off that traumatic event in everything that triggers you and from that situation. So he basically told me, get a journal, write down every time that you think of it, why you think of it, what you think about it, and just and your triggers and things like that. And honestly, it has really helped. Like, I'm blown away. Like, for someone that I hate reading, I've never read a book. Like, I've read psychology books. Sorry, I tell a lie. Psychology books and love poetry. They're my 2 books that I'll read, but I don't read sci-fi. I don't read novels. I'm not super into reading. I'm a very physical person. Like, I like going to the gym. I like going on walks. I like taking Diesel to the park. I like working on cars, like fast cars. So I like a lot of other things rather than the quiet, sit to yourself, read a book type thing. I wanted to show you, I have actually, so in this book, I've actually written a few pages already. There's quite a lot of stuff in there so far. There's some cool pictures in there. It's actually from the movie Coraline, which is a kid's movie, and that's okay because I'm just one big giant kid. What I'm actually doing is I'm actually going through and writing all the memories from when I was a kid. I had a great childhood. Me and Demi both. We had a wonderful childhood. I cannot fault our childhood at all, obviously apart from the bullying, which was horrible, but home life was great for us. We were very, very lucky. And I think what I have done is I've turned my journaling from traumatic events into journaling about good things that have happened in my life as well, because it's helping me piece together why I am the way I am today. And I think that's really important for a lot of things in your life, is to actually understand why you are the way you are. I've had a lot of identity crises in my past few years. I've had a lot of, what should I do with my life? What should I be? What should I do as a career? Am I doing the right thing? And I think if you write down things in your life that have made you who you are, or you think have made you who you are, it really, really helps. Like, it helps set you in stone in your own head who you are, and it helps you identify yourself more, and it helps you have some value as well. So, it helps you appreciate what you've been through, and it helps you appreciate the good things that you had in your life. And that's what I wanted to talk to you guys about, because I'm not a journaler. I'm not a writer. I'm not someone who will sit there and read books for days and days on end. I failed English in year 10 and 11, and I just left school and did mechanics and painting and things like that. Anyways, we won't talk about that. But basically, I'm not a huge writer, and I think my point that I'm trying to get across to you guys is that if someone like me, who doesn't like reading, who doesn't like writing, who hated essays and everything like that, can manage to keep a journal like this, like, I think anyone can. And you guys will be so shocked how much it helps, because it also stops you thinking like, crap, like, I'm going to forget all this one day, but you're not, because you have it in a book now. So yeah, I just really wanted to share that with you guys, because it's really, really helping me at the moment. Just getting out all the good experiences in my life, all the bad ones, just everything. And it's really nice to get it out into a book. And I've written a few things in there, like, about why I wrote the book, like why I'm writing a journal, because I just want to remember stuff, and I'm scared that one day my memory will get so bad that I won't remember. And and I want to be able to look back and be like, oh wow, like that's how good my life was. And things in here like Christmas, I had amazing Christmas as a kid. So did Demi. We were so lucky. And my favorite thing about Christmas, as written in this book, my favorite thing about Christmas is that it brought our family so close together. And we weren't a fighting family. When I was younger, and Tony and Dad were both alive, like, we had a great childhood, and we had aunties, uncles, like brother-in-laws, mother-in-laws, like everyone. Like, we just had so many people around us that loved us, and I loved Christmas for that reason, because we all just like got together, and that's what Christmas was about. Like, yeah. So that's what I kind of wanted to talk to you guys about today, was like journaling, and how important and how amazingly like positive it can be in your life. And like, honestly, guys, I'm nothing special, but if I can journal, you guys can too. I know you can. Like, I really know that you can. And if you don't like journaling, like, why don't you open a Word document on your computer, or a Pages document on Apple Mac or MacBooks? I don't know. I'm not an Apple person, so I wouldn't know. But yeah, and kind of leads me into lately I've been really finding out my worth, and I've really been striving to figure out what I want in my life, in a partner, career, like goals, things like that. And it's really, really important to get other things out onto paper, so they declutter your mind. And if you've got them written down somewhere, chances are you're not always going to be thinking about them as much, but then you've got them there for that rainy day that you want to remember how nice it was growing up, or you want to remember that one time that you went to get ice cream with your dad, or that one time you went down to the shops to get vanilla slice and a newspaper, like, just things like that. It's nice. It declutters your mind when you journal, because it's taking these things out, they're physically putting them on a piece of paper, and you don't have to remember them then. You will still, until maybe you're 120, but that's okay, because maybe by then we'll have things that remember for us. I don't know. Anyways, so sorry this was a super random video. It's fairly short, because obviously I'm just trying to ease myself back into the confidence side of things. But me and Demi have some videos. I'm actually over to her house today, and we are doing some exciting videos. I'm going to do my perfume collection that I have at my house, so that's exciting. I also went shopping at Zara for Demi. She loves Zara. She loves their clothes, their perfumes. And I know she's been like kind of eyeing them off for a little while, so I thought I'd go and buy her a heap of perfumes from there and fragrances. And so I bought her Zara ones. I'm going to review the cheapies I bought her. I'm a little bit nicer than her. She was very mean about my cheapies, so it was quite sad. Oh well. I've had a lot of messages from you guys lately, and I'm so grateful that like I've touched so many lives. Please keep messaging, or if you have a bad day, you have a crap day, like, let's do it. Like, let's talk. Whatever. Like, I'm happy to do that. Also, there is I think there's a walk, and it's for like suicide prevention. Sorry for the really harsh like change of subject. And it's happening. Oh, what is it called? I think it's through Beyond Blue. Could be wrong. I'll check and I'll put a link down below, but it's in Australia. It's Australia-wide. And it's called Out of the Shadows. And it's pretty much like bringing like suicide and self-harm, things like that, suicide attempts out of the shadows and into the public. I'm doing a walk with Demi because it's close to my heart, and I just wanted to take my sister with me because I like the support and I don't want to be a loner in a group when it's like, it's about bringing everyone together. So I'll put a link below, and you guys can maybe check it out if you live in Australia. We can all support mental health through that as well. Anyways, guys, thank you for listening, and I will put up another video soon. Okay, thank you. Bye.